Track day rubber makes a huge mess on the front and the sides of your car. In this video, I'll show you the easiest and safest way to remove those track day rubber marks from your car to make it look beautiful again. I've done hundreds of track days and cleaned up those track day rubber marks numerous ways over the years. They're two products that are the easiest to use and work the best with similar procedures. But which one you use depends on if you're removing rubber from your paint protection film or wrap, or if you're removing it from your car's paint. I'm going to show you guys the best tools and products you need. I'll take you through the whole process with both products step by step on my Porsche, and finally share that most critical last step to make sure the end result is perfect. This is not a sponsored video, but I have included links to the products I use in the description below. It's critical that you're completing this process in the shade or on a cloudy day. And of course, the surface must be clean and dry. First, you'll need to wash your car properly. I've got a great YouTube video, which I'll link below. This will not remove any of the rubber, but will prep your car for the rubber removal process. If your car has paint protection film, then I suggest you use XPEL Paint Protection Film Cleaner. Spray it onto a cloth. Now, I don't suggest you spray it directly onto the car. I've had bad experience with that before, where around the edges it starts to dry, and then you have problems. So you definitely don't want to let this product dry on your car. So then all you do is just take it and rub it onto the spot. And you don't have to apply a lot of pressure, but you do have to go back and forth several times. And as you can see, that it's starting to come off. Now, for really stubborn spots that you can't get off, I find sometimes if you let it sit for a day and come back to it, again, starting fresh, that it'll come off then. Now, one thing you do need to make sure is that it's cool and dry where you're doing this, and that the car is in the shade. Now, you don't want to rub too hard because you don't want to end up marring the paint protection film. I have done that in the past, but I found that after a period of time with the sun on the paint protection film, I mean long after you finish this process during the next week or months, sometimes that scuff that you end up getting does go away. And you can use that on headlights too, or even on your windshield. And as you can see, just by rubbing back and forth, up and down, a few different directions, that track day rubber disappears. And wipe it down. Clean, dry cloth. And the last step that everyone misses is you need to rinse it off with water. And a clean microfiber towel. And for painted surfaces, like on the top of this fender, I prefer this Mother's R3 Racing Rubber Remover. I find that it works great. And again, the same process. You just spray some onto microfiber cloth. And just rub back and forth until it's gone. Remove the residue with a clean, dry cloth, and then wash it off with water. And by the way, the Mother's R3 Racing Rubber Remover, if you check on the back, it does say that it's safe to be used on vinyl wraps. So you could theoretically use it on the PPF. I've always preferred to use the XPEL cleaner, but it's definitely an option. To make that track day rubber much easier to remove before the next track day, I suggest you seal the front of your PPF with this XPEL protection film sealant. And for the painted portion of your car, I suggest that you wax it. Now, I use Zaino Z2, and so once it's treated with that, make it much easier to remove the next time. Now, I've got links in the description below to YouTube videos that show you how to use both the XPEL sealant and the Zaino wax. Click here for your next video on summer car wash basics, and I'll see you there. Any questions or comments? Add them down below.